finished testing the Yamaha SX192. This is the first boat that they've had with supercharger power. It's got a 1.8 liter engine. It's packing an estimated 210 horsepower. Yamaha doesn't release their horsepower figures, but it's probably about 30 over the regular HO version, which really translates to great performance. We got on plane in 2.4 seconds to 30 miles an hour in 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 49 miles an hour. Now the 192 is sort of an upscale version of the 190 that we saw last year, and they've done a great job. Just little enhancements like the carpet, the wheel, the gel coat, a lot of really cool little features. But my favorite enhancement that is throughout the whole line this year is a thing called throttle directional enhancement. And you just bump it up one detent and it drops the bucket a little bit and sort of acts as kind of a quasi rudder a little bit, but also gives a little downforce, so makes you really track smooth and in a straight line. I have a hard time, you know, I drive mostly standard boats, and I really have kind of a hard time not wandering all over the place in traditional jet-powered sport boats. But this one makes me look good. Gotta love that. Let's head back to the dock and check out some of the features. Well, Scott, last year I saw the 190 series, and it's a great way to get into the Yamaha product. This year you kind of bumped it up a notch in attitude, haven't you?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to give that smaller boat a little bit more attitude, so we put a supercharged engine in it, 30 more horsepower, and boy, does it go. Absolutely,
we had a rock, and we're this far away from 50. Yeah. You know, if I hadn't had that all you could eat this morning, we would have been there for sure.
Yeah, we've seen 50 miles an hour out of that boat many a times already.
Now tell me about the Transom here.
The Transom is kind of our signature Yamaha trademark Transom design, and it has been a huge hit in the market. You know, people use their boat a lot. They like to get in and out of the water. They're towing people who are always getting in and out of the water, or just hanging out on the back of the boat. We know that through research that this is what people like to do. You know, just sit around in a cove and relax.
Scott, you guys have figured out one thing that I hate to do is step on white upholstery, and just having that dark panel there takes a lot of my guilt away from, you know, worrying if I have dirty shoes or not. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's something we heard about last year quickly from our customers, and there's something about stepping on white vinyl that people don't like to do. So we went ahead and changed that up with a nice textured vinyl, dark color, and it just makes it a lot easier to step there without worrying about it.
You know, I'm not sure I've ever seen a 19-footer with U seating like this. I mean, you know, with a smaller engine, you know, you have a lot more room, don't you?
Yeah. We can actually put our seating on top of the engine. That is a very tough thing to find in just about any boat under 25 feet. But by doing that, we're able to move the seating back, get some U-shaped seating into the cockpit with some forward-face seating in on the sides, just really making this cockpit feel a lot bigger than any 19-foot boat.
For sure. Scott, tell me about the Helm here.
Well, the Helm has your tachometer, your miles per hour gauge, and an LCD gauge with multiple functions. There's a no-wake mode, which is nice for when you're idling through a no-wake zone. It gives you 3 different settings. And also cruise assist is available on these 192s as well. Very nice to have when you're towing with somebody. You can set the speed, and you can bump it up or bump it back down depending on the conditions and what the preferences of the person behind you.
Now tell me, you guys have really helped make it easy to dock too.
Yeah, we have. Like on all of our boats for 13, we have a TDE. It's a thrust directional enhancer. What it does is in just the first detent in the Remicon, it does shoot a stream of water down out the stern of the boat from the reverse bucket, and it kind of acts as a hydrofin almost. Kind of really stabilizes the back end of the boat and keeping the bow pointed forward and running in just the way you're pointing it.
Scott, what are you guys using, like Yamaha math or something? This is a 19-foot boat. have an incredibly large cockpit, huge space out back, and how did you do this?
You know, once again, the engine and driveline is kind of the key, especially in a 19-foot boat, because they take up more of the percentage of space because the boat's smaller. Your engine and driveline really play a big part in this by being able to move the back seats on top of the engine. We're able to bring that bring that space we got, and you can bring it all the way through to the bow, giving you the large seating area that we have here. And we were really trying to get that forward-facing seating feel for 2 adults. That was one of the key things that we were talking about during development. And we spent a lot of time in the foam model trying to do that. But we got everything situated just where we think it adds the most comfort and the most value. Well,
we're having a great day here in Lake Oconee in Georgia. Let's go for a little spin.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Driver. For more information on the Yamaha SX192 and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com. I'm Alan Jones, and we'll see you out on the water.